Yo, yo, welcome to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for joining us for a Saturday night live stream, I guess early Sunday morning here on the East Coast. And for those of you who are not at the club, not out, maybe getting drunk on a Saturday, instead you can join up with us here in the live stream here in Club GTA 5. I'm RJ. We do have a special guest for the live stream. We got to welcome in Danny Coldblood. What's up, Music Video? Thanks for joining, man.
Oh, thank you so much, Trippy, for having me again. This is going to be an awesome episode. Can't wait to dig into it, man.
Yeah, we definitely want to provide you guys with a chill live stream. We have a lot to get to. In fact, the very first time, Danny, that we joined up for a video, of course, you had a bunch to talk about. So it's kind of funny that the very first thing that we discussed together was this location right outside the Humane Labs. Now, in this live stream, we do want to visit the Humane Labs. I got a tip that there is a -2 elevator in there, so we do want to check that out. But this is a place I wanted to return to here, Danny. Of course, it is well protected. We're not sure why. This is actually a very mysterious location. And like I said, it's been a while since we discussed this. Let's go ahead and check this out to start off with, man. I know you had a couple new episodes recently, including one talking about a possible appearance of the jetpack in the game. Huge news that we got to break down. But starting off here, what the hell's going on with this building? You get any new theories on this place yet, man?
I actually do. A lot of the times we have something suspicious like this, and we really don't know what to do with it. I like to use the phrase, throw it in my back pocket until something comes of it. And just recently, when we had that update, and we were able to have Bigfoot chase after the Growling Beast, okay, we go to this exact location, and that's very suspicious to me because this location doesn't make too much sense. We obviously get the vibe that these guys are hiding something or protecting something. Maybe there's way more to this game that we don't know about, and Rockstar's kind of hinting at us that maybe we should be getting a little bit more involved with the stuff that we kind of passed up that we don't know, because we're coming back to this location as Bigfoot chasing the beast. Why out of the whole game do we come back here? So I'm very interested in this place. It's a place that we keep on going to back and over and over again. So, man, I'm interested in it.
Yeah, right outside the Humane Labs. And once again, that's why we did want to bring it up. Of course, Danny just mentioned it because we do come here, or at least kind of close to the vicinity, for the brand new Bigfoot Beast versus the Beast Easter egg. We also have to give a special shout out to the third member of the live stream crew here at the Trippycoms Saturday night live stream. We got Madison running the live stream as well. What's going on, Madison?
What's up? Chirp, chirp.
Of course, Madison's in the chat with you guys. She is a moderator, so she's watching out for you guys. She'll also throw out some questions. We're also going to make this a bit of a Q&A live stream as we check out some things. Once again, guys, we kind of want to have a chill live stream for you guys. Look at the Humane Labs. We're right outside of it. Well-protected facility. What the hell's going on here? And you guys can throw out some Q&As. On top of that, we have a possible jetpack sighting in the game, guys. This is legit. A lot to get to here, guys. Thank you so much for joining up. Juan Torres, Skills TV. I saw Matt Willis in there, Derek Freeney, Levi Nash. You guys are so awesome for joining up. And Music Video and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, pretty cool things you threw out there, Danny, when it comes to this place. Before we head to the Humane Labs, let's see what these guys do, man. Let us know what you guys think. We have the Men in Black outside the Humane Labs here, Danny.
Yeah, it's funny because they do look like the people from the movie. But I want to bring up something, man. This is something that I noticed the other day. I don't even think I brought this up to you off camera yet. So basically, man, there's little satellite dishes on these little poles here and stuff. So we do know that the frequencies and radio, like telescope array, and the connections to all that stuff could be a little bit more mysterious than we thought, because we have Morse code and rubber radio, all that kind of stuff. But the other day I was on top of Mount Chiliad, and looking with the in-game camera, I looked down at the radio telescope array, and I noticed that the one telescope that aims off towards like Mount Josiah, that actually is like shaded in a different color. It's almost like black compared to the other ones when you're from that distance. When you're that far away, it actually like is a different color. It stands out like a sore thumb. And I wanted to bring that up since we're here and there's telescopes here. some satellites. So I figured I'd throw that out to you guys.
Yeah, I've been noticing some satellites in some very strange places. We've talked about a few, of course, and this is one that kind of caught my eye even before the discussion with Danny. You know, what the hell's going on here? Right outside the Humane Labs, of course, so that's always something to look at to begin with. But let us know what you guys think. We got all kinds of secret activity going on in this unmarked facility right outside the Humane Labs. For those of you who are not familiar with the Humane Labs in the game, it's part of a huge mission where you basically steal this crazy, I don't know, man, it's like a terrorist weapon or something like that. So it just shows you they're creating the most powerful weapons in the game at the Humane Labs, possibly some kind of nuclear weapon that could blow up all of San Andreas, and you have this mysterious location right outside of it. You know, if you had to guess, Danny, what would you think they're doing in the facility, right there outside the labs?
Well, I don't know. My imagination runs wild. But as you were just talking, you made me think of our last discussion, man. We were talking all about atomic and, maybe a possible bomb and stuff. And, right in the game, right there in that mission, we are holding something of great power that can blow up possibly all of Los Santos itself. So maybe there is some truth to the stuff that we've been discussing, some of these theories, maybe with the right orders or the right times, or we know that weather and all this stuff, is important. So whatever the right triggers are, maybe we can do something as big as blow up Los Santos or whatever, tsunami. I bet you there is something huge. I just cannot wait till we discover what it is,
Yeah, absolutely, bro. No doubt about it. And if it's not something that's in the game as of right now, there's a good chance they're going to add it in the game via an update. Because as we've seen with this brand new expansion, that they continue the trend of adding, new, I guess, details, little secrets, Easter eggs you can call them, referencing mysterious things here in the game. As Danny, I know you have a bunch you wanted to show off here, including in GTA Online. We were trying to hook up in GTA Online, but unfortunately it wasn't working out, so we'll have a different live stream coming up, and music video definitely show off some of these things as well. Man, these guys are already coming after us, the Men in Black. Dude, Danny, there's been some Men in Black sightings in real life recently, man. These guys are like on highways and stuff, and here you have them in GTA 5 as well,
Do you think that there could be something like a specimen in there, man? I mean, think about it. I mean, every single time there's a UFO, case, we always hear about the Men in Black that come and silence them or ask them all the information about it. So Rockstar would definitely use a real-life mystery as a pun in their game that's basically a parody of real life in every way possible. So maybe that's kind of a hint to us that there's some extraterrestrial activity going on in there. When you go into director mode, okay, there's a crazy thing that happens. When you go into director mode and you go to wild animals or the list for the animals, if you listen very closely to the headphones, whatever you're listening to, dude, I swear to God, there's a crazy thing that's going on. A big monster or alien, it's growling and screaming. You can hear machine guns going off, and it's absolutely crazy. And I just want to know, is that Rockstar also hinting to us that there's maybe a zombie apocalypse or maybe an alien, a fight that we have to do? I mean, I don't even know what to expect, dude, but there's clues in the game like that, and if you don't hear it for yourself, it's you don't even believe it, dude. But that shit is crazy, dude, I swear to God.
Man, maybe something is going on right out here. It's a location with radioactive activity, nuclear, all kinds of stuff, so it's definitely a possibility that there's something going on right inside here. Perhaps this is even the origin of the future zombie outbreak. We saw a zombie outbreak in Red Dead Redemption. I've speculated for a while that they should add one here in San Andreas. It would make for an epic DLC. And we do have a zombie in Los Santos, so that's a good theory right there. I don't know if it would be an alien per se, but let us know, guys. To cap off on the protected facility outside of the Humane Labs, once again, you have an unmarked building. For some reason, they have Men in Black, some kind of high security surrounding it. It is the only location in the game that really has this much security, literally for no reason at all. It is telling us there's some significance, there's something going on here at this building in particular. Let us know if you guys have any ideas, because Rockstar's clearly saying that that is one of the most secretive facilities in the game. Now, speaking of secretive facilities, we have the Humane Labs. Danny, what can you say about this place?
You know, the Humane Labs is it's just crazy, dude. We go in there to an underwater tunnel, you know, and we sneak. You know, there's monkeys in there. The only live monkeys that we see in the game. I know we see them in the yoga mission, and that's all Michael's dream or hallucination or whatever. He got drugged, so we don't know what that is. But basically, there was talk of the rat peyote, and there was talk of a monkey peyote. And as far as I remember, I believe they even said that they found it in the code. Don't quote me on that, but I remember a lot of people like really hunting for that. They kind of died out on it. I haven't heard too much about it, but if there was ever a place to like look for a monkey peyote, man, I would think that this would be a good place, because this is the only place that I know of where we actually see real life monkeys in like cages, you know. So I think that is an interesting place, really.
Yeah, and considering we've speculated that there might be a monkey peyote, if not in the game now, maybe even added very easily by Rockstar, considering the monkeys are already in the game and have a lot of significance. So it is interesting. This is the one place you can find them. Perhaps this would be the location you actually find the peyote plant. Maybe the first peyote plant not in the Mount Chiliad vicinity. So we got a bird's eye view of this place standing. Not noticing anything too special about it, guys. Give us a heads up if you're noticing anything. You know, you have a bunch of water towers. At first, man, when I was very first exploring the game, you know, you first boot on GTA 5, and unlike other Grand Theft Auto games, you can actually explore the whole thing. You know, in other GTA games, you couldn't explore all of it because you'd get stars. Well, in this one, you can check out everything. So I found this place, and I thought it was like a water disposal or water treatment facility or something. It turned out to be maybe the most secretive facility as far as, you know, creating weapons and whatnot, man. This place is epic.
Right, and think about it, man. Like, I just thought about this. I thought it was all about the weapons and stuff like that, but now that I'm thinking about this monkey thing, there's monkeys in there, so they're doing tests on real life animals. So what if there is something more to that suspicious location we just passed down the road? What if there is like a specimen that they've, you know, either created with different types of like experiments, or it's an alien that they found from like the something UFO, or I think that they're doing stuff in here that they don't want the public of San Andreas to know about. So that's why it's so hard for us to find any evidence of it. I think the FIB, IAA, I think they're all just bad sort of government. So we're going to have to go above and beyond to get real answers.
Trippy Madison, man, wouldn't you want to turn into a monkey in GTA 5? How they added all these animals. You know, you can turn into a Shih Tzu in GTA 5, but you can't turn into a monkey. What's up with that?
I have no idea.
They need to add it. So we're doing a flyby here in the Humane Labs. Still have yet to get any stars. I believe they actually have to see you before cranking up the heat on you. Yep, there it goes right there. So
you know what's funny, Trippy, is when I was Michael the other day and I ate a peyote, he turned into a Rottweiler, and Michael was saying, "Look, I'm Chop, I'm Chop," and it was like going on and on about being Chop. I've never actually heard Michael talk or reference Chop. Talk about the Shih Tzu, so I thought about that just now.
That is interesting. Yeah, that's not Chop at all, Mike. What the hell are you talking about? Now, the reason why we're coming here to the Humane Labs here, or at least one of the reasons in this live stream, guys, is because we got a tip that there may be, in fact, they did say there's a -2 elevator here at the labs. Now, I believe there might be one inside during one of the missions when you actually go in and steal the terrorist weapon, try to sell it to the Chinese or whatever. Well, you can actually probably find the elevator in there, but we do want to check this place out. Definitely well protected, so it's not going to be easy. We'll run around and see if we can hopefully find this -2 elevator, because the only elevator, of course, that we've been searching is the one at Fort Zancudo, that -1 elevator. You know, Danny, that bunker, we've been looking at it, of course, recently, man. I still think that they must have had plans to take us to an underground level at some point. I mean, what the hell's up with that -1 elevator? You know what I mean?
Well, I'm really sold on this too, man. I really do think so. Like, I refrained from saying it a minute ago, but I think that maybe that suspicious location might even be an entrance to something underground. We have the Humane Labs, which is an underground tunnel that leads into it from the side, and if you go directly left in line, we have the quarry. So there's a lot of digging around going on. And we look at the mural, and one could possibly even look at that as going straight down. So I actually have a lot I'm covering on in my next video, so I don't want to say too much right now, but I think that there's way more than meets the eye at this moment.
Absolutely. I definitely can agree with you on that one. Not seeing the elevator. Looks like we might not make it. Yeah, we're getting shot out there, so I'll reload it. We'll head back to the Humane Lab. We'll have to check this place a few times, of course. Probably getting shot at in the meantime. In fact, I might actually switch it up to Trevor. He might be the man for this mission. But I do have to bring...
those elevators or those numbered -1 or 2 doors in San Andreas at all? Or is that just to this game?
I remember seeing, I believe there were elevators, but I think they might have been operational, of course, in that game. And we do have some operational elevators in this game, but it's mainly with just GTA Online.
See, we have like the Badger symbols over there by in the Fort Sancudo bunker. I mean, there's a lot of clues to like stuff like about things like that in like important locations. We have Badger, this is the phone company. And you gotta wonder like why do each one of them have different phones? I'm wondering if there is something more with like the frequencies and something with like the space docker. Like we haven't found a use for this space docker yet, and I'm wondering if there possibly is a trigger that's seriously the we just haven't done it yet.
Absolutely, man. No doubt. I think we're certainly missing a trigger here. Shout out to Marcus Jackson, Derek Freeney, Awake Poem 101. Now, I did mention a possible jetpack sighting, legitimate jetpack sighting. This is the most legit jetpack you'll see in Grand Theft Auto 5, and that is in GTA Online. This is something that Danny just showed off in a recent video, guys. I really love this video. I hope you guys can check it out. I'll put a link in the description for those of you who are checking out the live stream posted up afterwards on YouTube. But this is something that Chris Formage is using. Chris Formage, the leader of the Epsilon. So one thing that really I thought was a great point, Danny, is when you said how if you're going to link up the Epsilon to some sort of real-life clan here, or cult, whatever you want to call it, a lot of people are going to say it is the Scientologists. Now, the Scientologists, you were making a point on, they have a different set of beliefs than, a possible mystical way for Chris Formage to float down. If you add that on top of the fact that he was floating around just like he was wearing a jetpack, something seems fishy there. It seems to me like Chris Formage is wearing the jetpack in that death. I guess that's a little cutscene that happens exclusively in GTA Online. Epic video, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, think about it too. They did it so clever, man. I mean, that's the first time that we die in GTA Online, and at that point in time, most of us didn't even know the mystery was there. We didn't know what a Chilean mystery was. We just got the game. We died, we seen a weird guy floating around, we forgot about it. So they gave us something huge and figured 90% of us would forget about it. So I think that's kind of like what Rockstar's doing. They're hiding information in horrible ways. But like, think about it, man. He's hovering down there. Scientologists are basically a factual organization. We even see the Epsilon saying like dinosaurs aren't real, fact. They're always saying something about fact. So if you're looking at things logically and factual, how the hell are you floating around in the sky talking about sleeping with multitudes of women? Like, I just don't see how that's logical at all. I think that he has to have some sort of technology, which might be a jetpack on his back, or maybe even a beam from a UFO. I don't know which way to go on this, but I really do think it's a jetpack. I think I see the strap on his arm, and the sound that comes out of that when he's floating up and down, that sound is the same sound as CJ when he's flying around with the jetpack. So there's a lot of similarities, a lot of connections. I think it might be the jetpack, dude.
I totally agree. I think it is the jetpack, guys. You'll want to check that cutscene out. Danny did put it in his video towards the end in its entirety. So definitely check that out, guys. I think we do have a legit jetpack sighting. On top of that, Danny told me you could even see a strap So very interesting. We're also exploring the labs here pretty easily, man. This is pretty cool. So we'll have to take advantage of that, sneaking around like we're James Bond here.
You know, I really liked how you did that in the one episode. You went with Bigfoot underwater to try to get the rail gun. I'm wondering if maybe even the type of weaponry that we're using might make a difference. We have a lot of clues from the felony update, the finance the felony. We got the egg, and we had that, you know, jumping through the wall. Was it Vice City? Mm-hmm. Then we had the egg on the pedestal.
Yep.
And we had Bigfoot costume. A lot of big, huge connection clues that they gave us. And I'm starting to wonder, man, if maybe the weaponry, because we have a golden minigun. Also, buy the golden minigun. So I'm wondering if maybe, you know, I don't know where or how. I'm just throwing it out there, you know, something to keep in mind, because it is one of the clues that isn't accounted for with conclusive evidence yet.
Yeah, that's definitely weird that they added that stuff in. I mean, did they add anything in with the new update, though? You know, because that was with the update before. Now we have the cunning stunts, which a lot of people are telling me is probably the best update yet. I mean, to me, you know, I wouldn't say that myself, but at least it does spice everything up a little bit more than we've seen before, you know?
Right. I've seen a lot of clues, man, a lot of clues in the update. First of all, when you're loading the game up, the thing that pops out to me is a giant ring on fire. And, you know, I talked about the ring on fire. We had some discussions about it. And a lot of the clues I'm finding is in the descriptions of the stuff that they gave us, like the new vehicles. If you guys read the descriptions, I mean, pay attention to what you're reading, you're going to see major clues popping out of you, connections. So I'd like to cover that with you, possibly in the near future. Otherwise, I might do it. But either way, you guys definitely have to check that out, because Rockstar's not going to do it the same way every time. You know, they might give us something visual this time, something physical next time, something, you know, that we have to read next time. You know, they always do it different. They change it up, so we have to be on our guard at all times when it's Rockstar that you're dealing with in the mystery, man. Definitely.
Absolutely. All right, so we have made it into the garages here. Still no sign of the -2 elevator. I'm thinking the elevator they're speaking of is inside the mission. So unfortunately, I don't really take that to be the same kind of elevator as the one we see in Fort Zancudo, Danny, simply because, you know, that is in a mission. That's something that's loaded up, unlike in Zancudo, where you have that bunker that, you know, just sits there. We know that they must have had something in mind to take us to an underground level, just like we saw in GTA San Andreas, man. That's exactly where you get the jetpack in that game, underground in the military base, as Michael is on fire here in the Humane Labs. So I'm not really seeing too much, man. Anything else you want to mention about the Humane Labs? I love to explore it. We actually are going to have a takeover coming up online. Definitely need your help for that one, Danny. To this day, a lot of unanswered questions here, man.
You know, thinking about it, man, we got the elevator there in Fort Zancudo. We got the underground tunnel here. We even have an elevator over at the observatory. Maybe there is something more to this mystery that's down below us, before our eyes. It's right before our eyes.
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
we have to go down. I don't know. It's a possibility, man. It definitely is.
Absolutely, man. And once again, you know, there's so many clues here in GTA 5 of an unsolved mystery, and it sounds crazy, but I do have proof that Rockstar has put an unsolved mystery in their game before that they solved along the line. I think you're going to see that here in Grand Theft Auto 5 at some point. Thanks again for joining us, guys. We do have a lot of people here in the stream, man. It is awesome to have you guys all chilling with us. I know we do have people join up pretty every few seconds here. Hey, Eric Cartman is in the stream. Come on, don't say mean things to Trippy Madison. Madison shot him down right away. But thank you guys so much.
What would happen, man? Like, not to cut you off, but what would happen if we trigger something in one of the online, take control of things that we do? I mean, I'm starting to think that that's possible, because the Chris from Raj is floating down. We get him when we die online.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of clues are bringing us back to the online. We have the tsunami thing that we discussed over and over, because it seems like it happens in the past, but it's in a prone area, so it can happen in the future. Maybe we have to go in the past, and how do we do that? Go on GTA Online. It's a couple weeks or whatever in before the story mode, right?
That's true.
So that's technically going in the past if you want to look at it that way. So maybe we can trigger something as a unit or a whole in one of the sessions, because right when GTA 5 came out, I remember those games. I don't know if it's Call of Duty or Battlefield, but they were right at that time they were doing stuff like that where the whole server would happen, something would happen on it, or they were doing stuff like where they involved everybody in the session. And Grand Theft Auto came out right around those times. I'm wondering if there is something that we missed this whole entire time and we had to work together as a team for. So I like your ideas of doing that, and I can't wait to get together for that online session for real. It's going to be awesome.
Absolutely. Like I said, Danny will definitely be helping out, as we do have the Humane Labs in our sights before we try to pull off a main Zancudo live stream takeover. Last time we did do it when everything was snowing was Operation Blizzard Takeover, and because of that, I think it overloaded the systems, man. When you add snow to all of GTA 5, all of San Andreas, it really does slow everything down quite a bit. So hopefully when we all join up together, we're going to do it on the Xbox One, and hopefully synchronize everything on both the PC and PlayStation to have full-out takeovers. And it's pretty cool because when we did pull this off on the last consoles, of course on the Xbox 360, we were able to completely take over for Zancudo. I'm talking about no military members. All the tanks were property of our Mafia that we brought in there. So hopefully we can pull it off on the newer generation. That remains to be seen. We will try that very soon, and we'll let you guys know how you can help in the cause. But getting to proof, Danny, that Rockstar has put in some major Easter egg clues, references to huge secret Easter eggs in a game, and then basically making it come to fruition down the line. You have to look at a game that you just started playing recently, Red Dead Redemption, man. Are you enjoying that game?
I am definitely enjoying that game. Yes, I mean, we have a mystery in there, and in Max Payne, we have these characters that don't make sense. And we have the stranger in Red Dead, we have the dog in this game with Dominic and Franklin, and I think that if we kind of look at the trail of breadcrumbs that Rockstar's been leading us through between all these games, maybe we can start piecing things together. We gotta look at the whole picture, and the only way to do that is to familiarize ourselves with all of their games that they've been including in this, So I'm loving going through Red Dead again. It's not a challenge, not a challenge, but it's not a painstaking journey for me. I love it. I can't wait to get through it again.
Many people say it's their favorite game of all time, man. It is amazing. It's so huge, much bigger than GTA San Andreas. Hard to believe, but has a lot of detail in it, and it is now playable on the Xbox One. So we recommend you play it. But one interesting thing, Danny, is there are a lot of hidden references in that game to zombies. So, you'd play the game before the Undead Nightmare DLC came out. That's where you had an entire zombie apocalypse hit all of the Red Dead Redemption, all the characters, everything. So, it's pretty cool how they hit all these references to the zombie apocalypse. And then, eventually, so you're wondering what's going on, eventually they do come through with the zombie DLC, and, we kind of saw it. We were like, damn, Rockstar was telling us the whole time that a zombie apocalypse was about to hit. And here you have GTA 5, where you can clearly say Rockstar is telling us a bunch of things. They're telling us that the aliens might attack us. Seems like a pretty obvious message to me. You have, of course, the Chiliad Mystery Mural, which seems to be telling us some things that have not come to fruition. So I feel like Red Dead Redemption is proof that Rockstar is hiding these things in the game, and usually there's a huge reason. It's because, they're about to add something, or there's something secret hidden that we need to find.
Definitely. Think about it, man. We are in 2016. Games nowadays get DLC constantly. They want our money constantly. DLC. Grand Theft Auto is always above and beyond everyone else. They're more innovative, and they're just better than the competitors. Why is it that we do not have single-player DLC yet? The game's been out for 3 years. This mystery needs to be cracked, because I truly believe we have awesome content waiting for us at the other side of that cracked egg.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up, because, guys, I'm extremely worried about Grand Theft Auto 5 and the fact that it's doing so good in GTA Online, man. I'm starting to wonder if GTA Online is bad for fans of single player, fans of the Chiliad Mystery, fans of the characters in the game, because, you know, it seems like they're so caught up in making money in GTA Online. It's so easy for them. Hell, in this last update, I mean, you could say that a lot of this content was really inspired or even made by us. You know, a lot of these content creators in GTA 5 are helping Rockstar come out with easy updates for the game. And unfortunately, it's hurting the single-player experience because we haven't got any additions to anything here. And I'm just hoping that the success of GTA Online is not hurting single-player mode in GTA 5. I mean, you got any thoughts on that, Danny?
Yeah, you know, I'm so glad you worded it like that, Trippy, because you're friggin' definitely right. What happened to this game? Because think about it, man. This was not like this when the game came out. Yeah, a lot of people were still on single player, and I mean, there was a lot of people online, but it was still fair. It's almost like it's a different game now. It's almost like they should just release GTA Online updates every few years as its own game and just come out with a single player Grand Theft Auto for us. Separate it, because this is almost like, you're right, it's almost like it's ruining the single player experience, because everyone that likes good single player gameplay and the story and, you know, all the stuff that goes along with it, you know, we're not going to get it if everyone else is going online and wanting to buy shark cards, and Rockstar's going to go, you know, basically where they're getting paid. So yes, I do think it's hurting single player, and if it's going to be like this and continue to grow like that, please just separate it. Make GTA Online the game, and just give us our single player one every 5 or 7 years. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, man. Jeez, hopefully single player gets an expansion at some point in GTA 5. If it goes the entire life cycle without one single player DLC, I will be completely shocked. And the only reason, if that actually does happen, it is just because GTA Online has done so well, man. When it comes to huge companies,
what if it's because of the mystery, man? What if we do have it? Imagine that. What if we have like 60 hours of gameplay? This game took like 8 hours for me to download when I got it. What if we have a whole entire game ahead of us? We just have to solve this stupid mystery to get it.
Yeah, I mean, we would need an end game for that to happen, you know what I'm saying? For that to come true, we would need something to happen here with the Chiliad mystery. And like we've said here in this live stream, guys, we might have really proof of the jetpack being in GTA 5, or at least GTA Online. So maybe that's at least one of the links that we've seen on the Mount Chiliad mystery mural as we do some flips here at the satellite array. Man, talk about needing a conclusion here to the Chiliad mystery. So, but what I was saying about GTA Online, Danny, you know, you have these companies that make so much money, you know, Walmart, all of those companies, really money is what talks. And at this point, Take-Two is one of those companies. You know, they come out with so many huge games. They have all these sports series. Mafia 3's coming out this year. Red Dead will make them a ton of money when they finally come out with that. So the fact that money is the biggest thing on their mind, they're so huge, that's what has me worried, because the biggest money maker for them is GTA Online, not the Chiliad mystery. So that's not too good.
Right. See, you know what though, man? I don't know. It's very hard to tell, because Rockstar knows that when they make us wait, we want it even more. So they might not care that us single player lovers out there are wanting it so bad, because they just know that when they put it out, we're going to get it, because we're going through single player withdrawals, basically. You know what I mean? They've let us wait before for game releases. They know that we're going to be there, because it's usually the best game out when it comes out. So the only thing I'm hoping for, man, for extra content at this point in time is seriously solving the mystery, because I do not have hopes in them saying, hey guys, you know what, GTA Online has enough already, let's go give them some single player. Nah, that's not going to happen, dude. I don't see that happening, so yeah. I don't know what to do, you know. It's got to be the mystery that we got to crack, I think.
Yeah, good point there. I mean, we definitely have to be optimistic, because we've seen so many great things added to Rockstar games in the past, so hopefully they can continue the trend here. You know, that's obviously the best thing we can hope for. Now, we do have to give a shout out to Elite Gamer. Great comment here, Danny. He said that he is hoping for a Tsunami DLC, something we've talked about before, man. All these references to tsunamis really reminds me to all the references to zombies in Red Dead Redemption, Would you be down for a Tsunami DLC?
Dude, I would love that. I mean, that would be so cool. If you think about it, you know how Rockstar is. They like to foreshadow things a lot. They like to kind of like put things on our face with like a little bit of a mask so we don't get it until afterwards. Then kick ourselves in the ass. And if you think about the ammunition commercial, don't they say something like something about fighting aliens and like a zombie apocalypse? So they hint at it. It's quite possible, man. You know, I think it'd be freaking awesome if they did.
Hell yeah, it would be awesome. So, hey man, we have a perfectly good laser here, chilling here in Club GTA 5. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Danny, as we discuss some more things here in this live stream, really appreciate you joining, of course, as well. How about we try to blow up the dam using the missiles from the laser jet? I gotta say, man, we've seen so many other Chiliad mystery hunters recently put up basically their theories and their attempts to blow up the dam. I thought the atomic blimp was a genius idea, considering that's, you know, we've been talking about all these links to atomic and nuclear weapons. You have the atomic blimp. How about we try this out with the laser? What's your thoughts on perhaps maybe the dam creating the tsunami rather than the ocean itself?
I think that that's very possible. See, I'm in the middle with blowing up the dam. I think it's possible, but I'm not sure if that's what I feel like we need to do. I do know that it's suspicious, and at least for one reason for me, because when we go there with Franklin, the last time seeing Dom, he says, before he jumps off, he says, well, it's your call, and jumps off. And that scene never really made sense to me. It didn't go along with the rest of the dialogue. So kind of like, you know, I took a step back and I'm like, okay, this is weird. There's got to be something going on in this location, and it's just another thing, you know, waiting to find other connections so we can bring it to life to figure it out. So I hope we could break it, but if not, man, there's still reasons to believe that there's something going on over here.
Trying to do some shots now, Danny. Fire in the hole here. Doing some shots. Maybe it takes multiple missiles. Good thing that the laser does have infinite missiles, and it is not easy to land it. You know, I really feel like if they do an epic Easter egg in this fashion, they would make it hard, and landing a missile to the dam in the laser is definitely hard. It almost reminds me of Star Wars, you know, Luke Skywalker. Uh-oh. Pull up, oh man. I gotta say though, it would be much easier with the Hydra. That's another proof to me, Danny, that they've kind of given up on single player. I mean, how could they not have given us the Hydra? That's just such a slap in the face to us single player fans. I mean, we're the fans that have been with Grand Theft Auto since the beginning. I wish we had the Hydra, man. That thing is so epic.
See, there's one thing though that I'm still holding on to. I know it's a thin cord, but I'm holding on to it. Remember, I don't know if the time, a year, 2 years ago, whatever it was, we had like Stephen O. We had the actors for the game talking about doing recording. Didn't they say they were going in to do studio time and stuff?
Yeah.
And I don't remember ever seeing. Obviously, we haven't got DLC. So, what did they do? You know, what was it all about?
Good point, man. That's definitely a great point. I mean, we've had Trevor show up in GTA Online, but I do know Franklin said that he was doing it. That said, you know, we know that Rockstar takes a long time, so maybe they're just taking their time with the DLC. Perhaps it's something we'll see next year. I mean, it's still going to be a while before GTA 6 comes out, but that is a good point, and that's still some of the best proof that we have that they are actually going to create it. Another thing I will mention here, guys, I of course said that the Hydra is not available, but it is available in GTA Online. We want it in single player, but Danny was mentioning, you know, there's a reference to the jetpack as well as other things going on in online that maybe shows us we could possibly unlock something, so we're going to have to try to use the Hydra to shoot the dam. That's a trippy challenge for you guys. Grab the Hydra, let us know, man. Shoot the hell out of the dam and let us know if you have any success. I'm not really having any success. I mean, what do you think here? Do you think the dam, like I said, we've seen all these theories, all these attempts done. Yeah, you think that it's going to be able to be blown up, man? I'm not seeing it happen.
I really don't know. But honestly, the first trailer, I could be wrong, one of the very few trailers that when they came out with announcing this game, they kept on focusing on the dam. So that was a main interest of focus for a little bit, at least within the very early days of marketing for this game. So I don't know. That it could be very well possible that we do that. I'm thinking about the DLC too for the single player, man. We did just get that beast. I mean, I know it's for director mode, but maybe they're watching some of us hunters. Maybe they're saying, okay, they're getting closer, whatever. Let's give them a little bit of this or a little bit of that. Maybe they do have it sitting in their offices and they're just going to wait to press a button until they give it to us. If it's like that, man, I'll be bummed because the way I look at this mystery is we're going to do something, we're going to trigger something, and then we're going to get something. If it's, we got to like wait till they feel like we're worthy and then they release something for us in an update without telling us, you know what I mean? Like, I hope that's not how it's going to keep on going. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, but I was kind of taken back by them sneaking in an update to the mystery within a DLC. That was kind of strange for them to do.
I mean, I feel like we've seen it multiple times now. We've been talking about it for a while. Mainly when they first, I remember there was a huge rumor back, of course, maybe like the second or third update to the game, where they added a jetpack code into the game. But much like the news of Stephen Ohm and the guys going in to do some recordings, it never really turned into anything, even though they said they found jetpack code in the game. And these were legit guys that said this. Unfortunately, you know, it never actually happened. We never saw the jetpack, unless you talk about the one on Chris Formage from GTA Online.
Right, right. Well, you know what, Trippy? I have to ask the hunters out there. We have this beast in director's mode. Now, I know personally when I made my video about it, I had a file where I used cheat codes on, not only to cheat to get the peyotes to spawn for the weather, but to cheat to beat the beast so I can, you know, get him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering, me and you have proven it before on your channel that the first time Bigfoot showed up, when we found out about him, we were able to get him without cheating. We proved everybody wrong and did it. So I'm wondering if there's a way to do it again. And if there is a way to do it again, has anybody tried? I mean, we know that Rockstar doesn't like to give us things and you know, for cheating. They don't mind us cheating, but not for progression. They had cheaters lobbies. They've always given us disciplinary action for cheating used for progression. They don't care if we have fun. So I'm wondering, man, what if we do this Bigfoot mystery with the beast without cheating? What if something triggers?
Yeah, I can't believe nobody has done that yet, but there's so many different things you have to do in order. It sounds like I haven't even completed it yet on my file yet, so it's definitely going to be tough to do it without cheating. Have you gotten a chance to attempt that yourself yet?
Oh man, yeah, I attempted it. Attempt is a good word. I've tried, man, and it got to the point where I'm searching Google and I'm praying that Rockstar did a complete parody on real life. I'm like, how do you create frog naturally? I'm trying to just see what the best time of day is for me to go over there, man. I'm definitely losing the battle, but I'm going to keep on strong with it. And if you guys out there want to take the challenge and try to help us out, I'm doing this newest Easter egg that we discovered without cheating. Definitely keep in touch with us. Let us know your progression because I am all over trying to get that Easter egg completed without cheating.
Absolutely, man, and I know you've said that before, of course, the Easter egg regarding Bigfoot there, you know, it's really, you should not be using cheats at all if you're trying to unlock some sort of hidden mystery within the game, because Rockstar's proven it time and time again, they're certainly against that. Now, I wanted to head over to the mural here, Danny, because we had a great comment here, someone asking, in fact, they said it was a question that really hasn't been asked before, saying who exactly made the murals. H30YXK saying no one ever asked who made the mural itself. So that's a great question, man. I definitely would love to ask that here in the discussion. Appreciate the comment, man. So there's a couple interesting things about the mural that I always thought were pretty weird, Danny, that we'll go check that out now. I mean, you have some kind of weird indentation across from it, and you also have, of course, the puddle right in front of it as well. So I felt like the question of who made the mural itself was probably a damn good one, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on there? Who, is it aliens? Because that's what a lot of people seem to be saying here in the chat.
It's very possible. I like to look at like the Great Pyramids and stuff in our life that we still don't have answers for. You know, we still wonder if like aliens came down and helped our ancient ancestors build all this crazy shit that we have in the world right now. So it's not crazy to think that Rockstar would use a pun on real life, to make this mystery that much more epic, having real life ties to it. It looks to me, when I look at that mural, it looks like an Egyptian or an Aztec person with a stick grinding it into a wall. I mean, it looks like a mountain with like tunnels. That's what it looks like to me. So I don't know if it's an ancient civilization, if they're being led by something higher, like an alien. It's definitely a great question, that is for sure.
Yeah, and if it was aliens, that would be yet another reference to a potential alien takeover. Like I said, just in Red Dead Redemption, where they had reference upon reference to eventual zombie takeover, you basically have the same thing going on here, but it's more in the line of an alien takeover. So the first time I want to visit here in a live stream, the Chiliad mural with Danny, and I want to ask you, man, what do you think about the origins of the mural itself? Here's the two things I want to point out, guys. You have this unanswered indentation, something Rockstar clearly added for no reason. I'm sure there is a reason. I don't know what it is. It's not on the other side. You have this weird indentation. Looks like something pretty strong put it there. And you also have this puddle here, Danny. I do not believe that these two things are coincidences. Strange puddle, not on the other side, only just so happens to be in front of the Chiliad mystery mural. So what the hell, man? What is the origins? I love how you said the tunnels, because that's the very first thing I thought of when I saw it. I thought we were going to have some underground tunnels in Mount Chiliad.
Well, see, I don't even know how to answer this question, because my my video I'm releasing tomorrow is all about this exact topic.
Really?
But yes, it definitely is. It's all about underground stuff, and basically, I'll give you an honest answer. I believe that there is something going on with everything that we've learned so far. I think, and I love what you said in the previous discussion with the Indiana Jones. You brought up Indiana Jones and how the Rod of Ra, whatever it was, had the light beam onto it, and that was in the Raiders of Lost Ark, I think it was. Mm-hmm. And I think that we might have something like that, because when you really look at the mural, I used to think that top eye was an eye or a UFO or a sun. I wasn't sure, but when I looked around the altruist camp, that same exact symbol is over there, and it says praise the sun. So I'm believing that that's the sun. Leaning straight down to the east side, maybe we do need the sun to be in the right location to shine a light on that door, because if you ever go in that little room, you got that weird door right next to the mural. It's got the blocks on it, like the patterns of the squares. And if you look to the left, the right, and directly behind you, there's 3 entrances that all have that same type of wall, but they fold to the side. So that would leave anyone to think that you can open up that door. So there's definitely something going on in that wall, if not in and down. You know what I mean? I definitely think there's something that we can't see. And all the other games, I don't know if it's all the games, but a few of them had stuff that we were able to jump through surfaces, like invisible walls for an egg, walk through a door to see a heart beating. What makes us think that there's not something like that in this game? It's this huge game. They could have easily kept their pattern up and have us literally go through a surface that we can't see, an invisible surface, you know what I mean, to get to the answer. So there's a lot of possibilities, bro. I really don't know which one it's going to be, though.
How is they're not a wall like that, man? That would be so epic if they did that, just like in GTA 4 Statue of Happiness. Now, here's my thoughts on it, Danny. This is going to be my theory that I'm going to debut here in this live stream for you guys. Join up with us live. Thanks again for joining us, guys. We greatly appreciate it. Well, what I think, as far as the origin of the Mount Chiliad mystery mural, I believe that it is the altruists that put this here. I think for some reason the altruists are the perpetrators here. I don't know how they managed to get this indentation here, and I'm not sure exactly what the water is here or whatever this is, some sort of stain, but I think it's the altruists. Now, why do I say that? If you follow this trail all the way down, you can see it leads to something pretty crazy, guys. Some sort of ramp or bridge to absolutely nowhere. But it does kind of lead somewhere, and that is the altruist camp. If you look straight ahead, you can see what else. the Altruist camp all the way down there. And the Altruist, we all know, that is the location of the hidden jetpack symbol, guys. And it's not just any hidden jetpack symbol, it is the same exact jetpack symbol that is found on the mystery mural. So you have jetpack symbol very well hidden, you need the sun to shine on it, and then of course over here you have the same jetpack symbol on the mural. So you know, we've looked at the Altruist, we've even looked at him very recently with Fearless, and he thinks that, you know, for some reason the Altruist are the key behind the jetpack, really referencing Trevor, because Trevor is a secret member of the Altruist, and if it was the Altruist that put the mural here, there's a damn good chance Trevor could be the one behind it. A lot to take in there, Danny, but that's my theory at this point.
I think you are 90% on, man, if not all the way. The way I look at the mural right now, man, is if you fly above the world, so you're looking down on the mountain and everything, we have the mountain that's kind of like the shape of this mountain on the mural. And then if you look directly to the left, we have an underwater UFO. And almost the same distance from the UFO to the mountain, on the other side, we have the mountain to the Altruist camp. And we notice that the jetpack guy and the UFO have a line that connects them both on the mural. So maybe that's showing us that the mural has those two connected for a reason. Now, if you go to the Altruist camp, what is it about? That's all about sacrificing. That rock is a sacrificial rock, and that's where the jetpack guy shows up. And he shows up at a certain time, sunset. So we're learning things, okay? We're learning that time matters, it's connected. I think that there's too many clues to the Altruists for no reason, like at Rebel Radio. I think that Morse code turned out to be something about what the Altruists like what kind of people, old or young, whatever. The Altruist website says that they like certain type of people. So what if we sacrifice people at the right time with Trevor, you know, at the right day, the right weather, whatever, and maybe the sun will be in the right location. Maybe something will happen, that door will open, and we can go deeper inside. I love the idea that the Altruists are the people behind it all, man. Very, very good theory.
I appreciate that. Definitely let me know what you guys think. Thanks so much for joining up. As let's go ahead and finish out the live stream. First thing we're going to do, let's go ahead and put a fire in the Mount Chiliad mural. I have it laced up here, as you guys can see. And as I said, I think maybe Trevor actually has something to do with the mural itself. Shout out to UC, as his latest theory is that Trevor is really one of the biggest keys behind the jetpack itself. Let's go ahead and light up the wall. Fire in the hole. Damn, didn't really notice anything. I actually meant to turn on Trevor's special ability there as well. I'll go back there and see, because of course he'll actually survive the explosion. That's one of the interesting things about him. You know, you can actually kind of sacrifice him but have him survive. One thing you think he could have activated is the special ability there when he dies at the end of the game, if you choose so, when you burn him to death. So, I don't know, just an idea. Once again, Danny, I think Trevor might be the key to the jetpack. Any last thoughts on that at all?
I think he's definitely a big part of it, because he's the only one that can deliver hitchhikers to the Altruists, you know. Mm-hmm. And there's a sign right by the Vinewood sign, and it says no hitchhiking allowed, and it's very close. It resembles the jetpack guy almost perfectly.
Really?
So yeah, dude, it's very, very suspicious. And you think about it, man, like, we go all over the place with Bigfoot trying to chase after this beast, and we're finding dead hitchhikers all over. One place at Ursula's house. We know that if we sleep with Ursula, we get thunderstorms. Mm-hmm. You know, all tying into the right weather condition, right, you know, days of the week, all that stuff. So I'm thinking, you know, the fact that the jetpack guy's on the sacrificial rock tells me you sacrifice at the right time. You don't just do it any time. You gotta do it at the right time in the right moment, you know. So we gotta figure out a little bit more about this Altruist. I think that you're right. We gotta look more into it and find out more information.
Absolutely, man. I totally think that makes the most sense at this point. Yes, there's a possibility it could be aliens. I think that might be there might be a chance, but at this point, I think maybe Trevor, as we pointed out, Trevor still is the most mysterious character of all three, and maybe he is the one who has more to do with this than we originally thought. So, once again, guys, in this live stream, really appreciate you joining up. We checked out the Humane Labs. We looked around for the -2 elevator. I checked around pretty much everywhere. Was not able to find it. I'm pretty sure he's referencing the one. We got a tip to check it out, so we wanted to do that live for you guys. And I think he's referencing the one in the mission, so I don't really think that is the same exact elevator type that you can find in Fort Zancudo. We also looked at the protected facility outside of the Humane Labs. Man, talk about a mysterious location. You have the Men in Black watching this place seemingly for no reason at all. We really don't get that. Let us know if you guys have any ideas. Talk about aliens. I think, a couple people said that they think maybe aliens could be locked up in that facility. There's got to be something in there. I mean, you wouldn't have the Men in Black in there for no reason at all. And we also looked at the dam. Pretty cool how everybody's trying out these theories to blow up the dam, Danny. I kind of think that's one of the better waves of theories that have been going around lately. With the mysterious death of Dom, we had a lot of people mentioning Dom. Of course, you mentioned Dom here in the stream as well. There's still something to that dam. It's just weird how they never really did anything with that location,
Right. Well, if you look at it, we got Dom in this game. We have, Dom the dog in this game. We have the Stranger in Red Dead Redemption. We had that weird guy in Max Payne. And I wanted to bring up to you, when you asked me about Red Dead Redemption, I noticed something, Trippy, the other day when I was playing it. The last Stranger mission that you do for him, after you're done with it, you go and meet him, and he says some stuff to you. Marston gets mad at him, and he starts to shoot him, right? But he doesn't kill him. The bullets go right through him. And Marston says to the Stranger, "Damn you." And the Stranger says something along the lines of, "Go ahead, everybody does." And that made me stop in my tracks. Everybody does. What does that mean? Like, who do we damn? Like, people say God damn all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if maybe he's God. He talks about how he has to pay for his actions and stuff. And maybe that's what Rockstar's been throwing at us with these mysterious, people and dogs and stuff in these games. Maybe it's a God or a form of, intuition or moral standpoint. Like, should we do this or not? Maybe it is something a little bit more crazier than that. I don't know. But it's definitely weird, man. I think we might be able to even save Dom. Because he says it right before he jumps. Hey, it's your call. What's Franklin's call?
Yeah.
He doesn't kind of do anything. He jumps off. So I think there's something that maybe we're missing. But yeah, dude, I think it's definitely awesome that you brought that up. Because there's definitely more investigation needed over there.
Yeah, man, that's one of those things that happened in the game where you're just like, what the fuck? What just happened? Did I do something wrong? And I always had it in the back of my head, like, man, I did something wrong. What was I supposed to do there? How could I have saved them? And then, you play the game over again, and you still are befuddled. Like, what the hell's going on? I don't know. A special birthday shout out to 12X Bacon. Thank you guys for joining up. And I don't know. That's definitely a huge topic of discussion that we had to bring in. I'm activating Trevor's ability. Let's blow this bitch up. Of course, we can do so, and Trevor still survives no problem. Gasoline in there, and
I see that
the
door
mural
is
is
opening,
completely
man.
ablaze.
I see that door is opening so much.
I
See
know.
that right next to the mural?
Yep, this door is closed. The three others are
That needs to
completely
go open, man.
wide open.
That's gotta open up, man. Maybe there are aliens. We have the alien in director mode, but it's under costumes, okay? And then we have the Ludendorff alien that's got a different texture, like different color eyes. Maybe that's their way of saying, guys, there is real aliens. Pay attention.
Yeah, man, I really want to check out North Yankton. Definitely have to do that in the live stream as well, guys. Looks like the mural is still intact. For those of you who don't know, there's even a mysterious cube found behind this mural. A lot going on, and still many more things to talk about. Danny and I did have some things we also wanted to add to this live stream that we weren't able to do, so we do have some special plans for you guys, so watch out. I do recommend maybe putting the notifications on, go into the mobile YouTube, turn on notifications so you guys know exactly when we drop new videos, and of course, do these live streams. We greatly appreciate you joining up, to say the least, man. Any last words, Danny? Thank you so much for your insight, and we look forward to having another live stream because there's still so much to get to.
Yeah, man. Again, thank you so much for having me on the stream. All you guys out there, you guys are awesome. Seriously, thank you so much for joining in. It means the world to us, and showing up for those takeovers and all the stuff you guys do. You hear about a good idea, damn, everyone's trying to blow it up. You have a great community, great teamwork, and just keep on the good work, guys. Thanks for all the support. Trippy, thank you so much, and take it easy, guys.
Thank you so much for joining up, guys. We'll have another stream soon, as well as a couple new episodes in the works. Danny is about to drop a massive new episode. He's been talking about this with me, and it's actually something very close to me as well, so I cannot wait to see the finished video. So make sure to check that out, guys. We'll update you on that. Thanks again, guys. Have a great Sunday, and as always, make sure to stay trippy, my friends.